going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Team Olympus channel. We are on our way to PFI Speed. We are a couple days later than planned, but we got everything knocked out. Got the car loaded, and Corey's already up there right now with the car, and I'm on my way up there. I got to make a couple pit stops. We found out that the mid shaft on the front drive shaft is not going to work. There's a clearance issue with the transmission plug, and then we also have to get some more nitrogen. So I'm going to make those stops, and then we'll see you at PFI. Alright, we made it up here to PFI. Corey's getting some stuff ready on the car. They're dynoing another car right now. So,
How's
what
it going?
up? You excited?
Excited. So, we stayed up till, I don't know, like 3 or 4 in the morning. I didn't get home till like 4:30. We got everything on here. We're going to put OSO on here, on the dyno, and they're going to give it a good tune.
Yeah.
We're going to turn the car up a little bit more, and me and Daniel kind of guessing on some numbers. He's saying about 525. I'm hoping for 540. Just gonna see what it's gonna do.
Yep.
And get it correct. It's time.
Again, this car, if you didn't know, running a 5.7 built by Jordan Townsend. The Torque Storm supercharger, running the Fuel Injector Clinic 1250cc injectors. Florida torque converter. We're stepped up to what was the final stall on that?
You did it 4 or 40. Same one as you.
Yeah, okay, so then you'd be about 3,800.
Yeah.
36 to 38, somewhere around there.
One.
So, nice billet torque converter.
Got a maximum off-road transmission in there.
Yeah.
Colossus case. We got all these
A lot
parts in here.
a lot of similar stuff to the other car, minus the fact the engine in the front versus in the back. Totally different car. Of course, like I said, we upgraded to the Holley Terminator X-Max. He's already got his laptop plugged up into it, and getting a few things looked at.
Oh, we gotta show him something. We made this at. We made this. This is our, like, you know, redneck ingenuity, kind of hillbilly thing, because we needed to get it done. So we needed some ethanol, obviously, for the supercharger.
Well,
So
why do we have to change the meth tank?
because we put some shocks back here. We changed up these tall shocks. We used to have shocks that were like up to here,
Yeah.
literally bypass coilover setup.
The old meth tank used to fit in here. It was a real nice fit. It actually just looked like a panel. But with the shock being mounted up here now, it kind of took the spot. So just for temporary today and
Because during the coronavirus, finding a tank is pretty hard. Most race shops aren't open, and nobody wants to spend $200 on a tank that you aren't going to use anyways.
Yeah.
So, some good old PVC, a little bit of pipe soap, and some glue.
It's all still, it's just water, so nothing corrosive. And I mean, the water methanol is not like fuel that it's
Bunch of
gonna
wet
corrode.
fluid.
Yep.
And besides that, it's just ready to go and get turned up and get loud and nasty. Oh, thanks for the shocks, Daniel. I had to borrow yours because we got mine in today. Pretty stoked.
Man alive, that shipping was so annoying. But
We almost built shocks for the front. You almost sat there.
well, we did. We have all the parts to build that. I just didn't want to use those specific ones, but we just took them. We already had them off the IFS car, so we just put them on here. It's a little short for the front, but for what we're doing, it's fine here. And then we stuck the rear ones on. Oh, we need to charge these bumps. I got nitrogen. But yeah, everything just came together well. We got it wrapped up, and so they're finishing up a Honda on the dyno up here at PFI, and we'll get her going. Just want to give a big shout out to Torque Storm, Fuel Injector Clinic, and Florida Torque Converter, among other people. As far as our engine goes, we've been working with them for a few years now, and really happy with the product. The Torque Storm is an amazing product. The Fuel Injector Clinics have been flawless. Only issue we ever had is when we used the wrong fuel filter, and that was my fault, and so we got some contamination in there. But we sent them back, they cleaned them, got them right back to us. And Florida Torque Converter has been always awesome to support us on my car, this car, and some other projects that are coming up, and we just can't say enough good things about them. So if you're in the market for a supercharger, or if you need injectors for your car or a torque converter, be sure to look these guys up.
Power. Oh. Yeah, wait till you turn on the key. Power.
There you go. On here, it's ignition, start, and then fuel pump 1, fuel pump 2, because you have to have both running. Yep.
See, Dave.
A little bit different than the other one.
Yeah, this is great.
This is weird. The transmission is not shifting, so we're trying to figure out what's going on with that right now. Well, the good news is the problem's fixed. Well, I made a mistake and I forgot the main power wire to the train shift solenoid relay. So now that's hooked up. We had to switch switched power, ground, and everything else, but I forgot the main power, so the relay was not getting power, and that's the problem. Whoops. That should be the tranny problem fixed, so he's going to do some more work, get it spun up, and start getting rolling on the dyno.
Best I remembered it. I hope it runs when I fire it up, 'cause I got spare parts. So if you see something that you might need, anything you can use, what's left of it might be a perfect fit, 'cause I got spare parts.
Side of the starter, if you look underneath, you have the camera. You have the top of the
You can kind of see it. Oh, you killed it, Brett.
That's frustrating. What do you do?
It's,
Fight another day. I mean, the parameters, they can look really
I know.
We've got the log saved and we screen captured it. Like, the log looked perfect.
Oh man, that's bad. Well, Jordan, your engine's dead. It is not salvageable.
Oh, I heard something.
Any number of factors could have been that, you know. Did the rod bend or did it break? Can you see? More a question of which happened first. Well, by default, Kyle wins the race.
I bet it ripped out of the block all over.
Could have been.
I could see it.
Well, the goal is not to make a mess. So I guess we're not going to Ram tomorrow.
I guess the razzle dazzle wins this round.
That's why I said Kyle wins by default.
By default.
Oh man. Oh, not cool.
6.5.
Didn't you say you wanted powder coat, Brian? You were
It was
just bragging
6.5
about it,
pounds.
2 days ago.
No, it was an idea. I wasn't that I wanted to do it right now.
All these factors, what do I have to do now? I'm pulling the engine.
Man, that broom's calling your name again, too.
But it was when I
It's
came
his
off,
car.
too. It wasn't during the call. It was,
Yeah, I heard
zip them off and then all of a
Yeah,
sudden I heard
it just popped.
it was on the D-cell when it was winding down.
And when I first looked, because it blew that line off right there, I thought it just blew the line off until he said no. There's debris. Because it uses a external oil filter. You can see right there, the and fitting popped off, and
Was he
that's
using
where a lot of.
factory pump or
No, it's a Melling high. It's one of their high pressure, high volume pumps. I can't remember which one it is.
I know anything external wise.
Now, did that line pop off before it went
It was at the exact same time.
at the same time?
Because that's why I thought that. Because I first told him, I was like, oh, I said, hey, it's cool. I think a line just
Don't worry,
popped
just the
off.
line popped off.
And Amelia was like, no, that's the breeze.
When I saw that, the first thing I did was I checked behind the starter
Oh.
because I've already done it before. Been there, done that. It's not fun.
I don't know how we could have fished it out anymore.
That wasn't even
15, yeah, 85.
It could have been something internal. Again, this thing's had some pretty hard. It's had a pretty hard year of really getting on it, so you never know. It could have just been a part failure too.
You'll know. I mean, you should be able to tell what happened when you get it apart.
Yeah.
Was there any hot or blue rods or anything that was...
Most likely, we'll probably put a 6.0 block in it.
Is this a 5.3 or
5.7. It's an aluminum LS1. Because I told him, he was talking about more power. I was like, we don't want to push more power out of an LS1. So, and I don't really care about that 80-pound difference for the steel block. I'd rather have the strength. That's why I did that in mine.
Train shit. Yeah,
Shifted too hard, man.
I guess.
It'll be all right. We'll figure it out.
On fire every night.
I mean, ultimately, we can't know if it was a failure in the block. If the block had a weak spot, we don't know.
See if anything heated up first, see what it looks like.
So is this your excuse to get more power now?
Yeah, I'm gonna beat your ass with power. Sorry.
Alright guys, let's push.
Oh yeah, we gotta go push. Oh. You know the sad thing is, I still don't think it's as much a mess as last time.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Yeah, it's about got all this cleaned up. Got her loaded.
Yeah.
It's just weird because everything's been fine. The only thing we changed on it engine-wise was the Holly. So
Have both of them go at the same time.
you got lucky, Kyle.
Yeah.
We'll get it. We'll race again next time.
I wanted to race razzle dazzle.
We'll race it. Hey, you gotta smile, man. Is what it is.
No,
Talking about some cool things.
Yeah, we're gonna do some cool stuff. Might be seeing a little bit more of me.
Cool.
I think we're gonna bring the car out and
Are we gonna bring it back to Brent's window world?
we're gonna bring it back and we're gonna put.
We're talking about a really sweet motor from a really sweet place
We're
right
gonna
now.
put.
For
Sweet.
We're gonna put we're gonna get a PFI to do some tuning on this new little plan that we got going over here, and
Cool.
we're gonna get a big boy motor in there.
Have to stay tuned.
put some, yes, definitely watch. It's gonna happen quick too, because I don't like to be motorless. So
Nobody does.
I would probably say in the next 3 weeks I'll have a motor, whether I have to drive to Texas or I have to.
We'll get it.
We'll figure it out.
Me and Joe will get that thing ripped out of there. And
Well, you just said half of where we're shooting for.
we'll get her. We'll get her.
That's where all the good stuff comes out of.
It happens. Hey, but let's be honest, man. This thing had a good year.
Yeah.
It had a couple close calls. After the Hoonigan event, you were wondering if something happened to it, so. Bye, Emilio.
Hey, there it is.
What?
There's the shack.
What'd you find?
Just the shack.
He's like, I found something.
You got the wrist pin?
Yeah, the whole wristband's in my hand. The wristband's right there
Oh.
at the starter.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Hey, I know what. Hey, you know what I'm gonna do with this engine?
What?
Jordan just made me one of the coolest tables for my house ever.
There you go. It's got memories.
Yeah.
See you, buddy.
My first Ultra4 engine. Later, dudes.
See you, buddy.
Hey, have a good one, man. First Ultra4 engine tank.
It happens.
It happens. There's gonna be a nice coffee table.
Cool, cool.
I'll circle that, put a big smiley face or a band-aid over the top of it.
Look, man, it's not your fault. We all know it. We know you do awesome stuff. Here's the deal. You do so much awesome stuff that the universe said, hey, we got to throw you something bad, so we got to balance it out, and then you're going to have a lot of good stuff happen. Corey's like, I got some good stuff happening.
The car's coming back. The car's coming back for some
We're gonna
fun.
throw down.
Yes.
It'll be quick.
Throw down.
Hey, you guys got heads up with the razzle dazzle, right?
Yes.
Heads up. I'll be back to redeem it.
Hey, just wait. Three-way. That car, mine, and the razzle dazzle.
That's not my business.
I don't play.
As of right now, I think Razzle Dazzle won today. You gotta drive it 2 feet and you won. I mean, it does.
Hold on. I drove like
You did drive
around
all the
the
way around.
parking lot.
He did. I saw
I
him.
reversed in. I see it. I got like 100 feet.
Oh, man.
200 feet in.
Good times.
For sure, I saw.
Well, I wish I was ending this video on a more exciting note, but unfortunately these things do happen. That engine has done very well. We don't really know what the fault is, but it's been in there for, you know, a year and a half, and it's had a lot of it's had a lot of close calls. It's had quite a few red lines that I guess you could say the temperatures were way too hot, and some of the events that definitely pushed it to its max. And with it being an LS1 block, we do know that we run the risk of it being a little weaker. So that's why we went with the steel block 6-liter on the new car. So it sounds like we've already got a plan rolling. Corey's going to work something out with PFI as far as a deal on a new engine. I think I'm not 100% sure, so I don't want to say just yet, but I know they have some resources for a really, really awesome engine package. So we'll see what happens with that, but I know Corey will have something, and we'll be back at PFI here in the probably next 2 or 3 weeks and get this thing rocking again, because there's a lot that's going to be going down this year, and we got to make sure that we're ready to go. So if you like this video, make sure you give us a like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you next time. Fist bump for you guys.